Hello everyone, welcome to Sophquest Energy. My name is Spence. Welcome to the full moon in Gemini. The title of this video, guys, is The End of the Decade. Did Horton hear the Who? I absolutely love everything Dr. Seuss. I think Dr. Seuss was an incredible philosopher who had a very keen and deep understanding of quantum theory. Isn't that what that book really does teach? Right? So these are deep things. And I have to say, I was retrograded myself because my communicator, my voice was in retrograde. I had a cough, a cold, bronchitis, and I needed that time during Scorpio to go inward and to sit in my reverie because I had the most wondrous, life-altering, and beautiful vacation for 2 weeks in Europe in mid-October and spent most of it on the island of Capri. We did spend 2 days in Napoli at first, and we went to Pompeii, which has been excavated over the last couple hundred years and uncovered life in that city 2,000 years ago. So to see that the paint on the frescoes was still there, the marble was still there, the structures, the buildings, the amphitheaters, they were still there. It was such an astounding vacation, a trip of a lifetime. It was number one on my bucket list, and I am truly so grateful to have been able to experience that from land, sea, and air. We took a boat around the island, went into all the grottos. We saw the famous Blue Grotto where you go in a gondola and they sing to you. It's beautiful. We saw the Green Grotto and many others. We went through the Faraglione rocks, right, the split rocks off the coast, and went around the island just looking at everything and how beautiful it was from the sea. And from the air, we went on the chairlift, the skylift that went down and around the rocky cliffs. Absolutely gorgeous. It's a chairlift for one, so you're in your own thoughts as you're going down and around that beautiful mountain, smelling the citrus trees and the blossoms. It was chilly in October. It was perfect weather, and I loved every second of it. And of course, we saw it from land. We walked along everywhere in the tiny cafes, the Italian restaurants with fresh ingredients. It was honestly an astoundingly beautiful, transformative time for me, and I'm truly grateful. So when I got back, I took some time and sat in my reverie. I healed my body, went through Mercury retrograde, rather retrograded in my voice, but my voice is back about 85% now, so I'm doing pretty good about that. So I thought it was time to come to you and talk to you about this full moon, about the end of the year, yes, but about the end of the decade, and about the transition, ending an age, the age of Pisces, that 2,000-year-old age, and moving now into the age of Aquarius. I believe that this did happen in 2012 because from everything that everyone has put together across the planet, the Mayans were the most accurate with their calendars. So when the Mayan calendar ended in 2012, I believe that was the end of the era. And so I have seen that play itself out in my life and in the lives of everyone that I know. So yes, we are in the age of Aquarius, and this earth is transforming. And so are you. So, Horton, did you hear the Who? Have you heard from your soul about what it is in your life that you're being awakened to? About what it is that you're needing to let go of, to let pass away, and be something that you think of with reverence and gratitude, that it was in your life, that you had the experience, that you learned from it, no matter how difficult, no matter how painful, and even no matter how much grief it caused. Honestly, it was growing you. So today, I want to bring you a different reading. I want to talk to each one of you, each one in the zodiac. And what I'm going to do, because this 12/12 moment in time is what many other astrologers call a portal, but I like to say it is a window. just like when we send a shuttle into space, we have to do it at the correct launch window, which means that the planetary movements have to be in certain alignments, so that if we send a satellite to Mars, for example, you know, and it slingshots around the moon and goes out to Mars, you know, that we send it at the right time so that it can get there. And I believe that that's kind of what happens in space. And 1212 is a major master number. It is an open window. It's a launch window. And it opens us. So I'm going to do a reading for all of you today, and I'll timestamp it for you. It'll be one long video so that you can check out your sun, moon, and rising. Beginning in January, which I'm working on right now, I will be doing 12 separate videos for all of the signs again throughout the entire year of 2020, and use my Tree of Life spread as I always have. They are general readings. They are free readings for you, just to help make the people on the planet aware of astrology, the movement of the planets, and how it affects us. And so let me get started. What I have already pre-shuffled the 4 decks that I'm using today, but I'm going to give them another quick shuffle here. For all of you that have earbuds in, sorry for the sound. I know, I understand. It can be a rather grating sound on the ears, so I'll try to do it quietly. But I just want to give every one of these 4 decks a quickie shuffle, and then I'm going to cut them, and I'm going to start right from the top of each deck, and pull right from the top for each sign. Okay. So let me just do a quickie shuffle on all of them, and a cut for each deck. How you doing? So the full moon in Gemini, what does that mean? Well, Gemini is the master communicator, and it is about how you think, how you talk to yourself, how you take in information, how you process it, integrate it, and then share it with others. Gemini learns so that Gemini can share knowledge with others. For what? For balance. The Gemini is the self looking into the mirror. Gemini understands conscious and subconscious, yin and yang. They are the symbol of the twins. They know the shadow side and the light side. They aren't afraid to look at and weigh out all the things in life that brings balance. And they have a keen understanding of that. So you do have Gemini in your chart somewhere. And wherever it is being affected right now in your chart. So if you want to look up your chart by plugging in your birthday, your birth time, your birthplace, you can find that out. You can also learn your sun, moon, and rising signs, as well as your Venus, which is a very important thing to look up if you're looking at your love relationships. And also money, very often. All right, almost done. And the last deck. Today I'm using 4 different decks, and I'm going to name them all now. First one is Miracles Now by Gabriel Bernstein. I'm using this because it's a full moon in Gemini, and Gemini is about words. So we're going to see what words come out for you guys, okay? And then we are going to look at The Art of Life Tarot by Charlene Livingstone. The Art of Life Tarot, which I mentioned in my 5 fave autumn decks. I'm going to do the video for my 5 fave winter decks very soon, in a few days, hopefully next week. And I'll start using those cards. So right now, we're going to use the Miracles Now deck, the Art of Life deck. I'm going to use the Thelema deck, and that is by Renata Lechner, the Thelema deck. The Tarot, the Fool's Journey. Okay. And then I am also going to use the Sacred Earth Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno and Leela J. Williams. Okay. So those are the decks I'm using today. And so I'm going to just now cut them into 3 piles and pull for all of you from the top of the deck. Doing that for each deck. I want to say happy birthday to all the Sagittarians and a happy belated birthday to all of the Scorpios while I was retrograded by Mercury and didn't get to talk to you. Happy belated. Cutting the decks. Okay. So, big news, guys. Jupiter, which is approximately 1 year transit, about 13 months, just finished up in Sagittarius, its home house, its home sign. And so to the Sagittarians, I want to say, what did you learn in the past year while Jupiter was in your home sign? I'm sure it expanded your knowledge base. It expanded your ability to share that with others, to take your spirit fire out into the world and really expand yourself, expand your life. I'm sure that it brought about many challenges because there were many external planets that were helping you, but also challenging you to build your dream and challenging you through sacrifice, challenging you through perhaps being stymied at times, having to take respite when maybe you wanted to go forward, slowing you down, making you think, and then now, moving you forward because with Jupiter moving into Capricorn, which is about what we build, what we manifest on the planet, right? It's our earthly stuff. It's our money. It's our home, corporations. It's, our farms, the things that we build that last. And so now we are coming into that year where Jupiter is going to expand that Capricorn across the planet. What it's also going to do is going to ask everyone, what do you believe? What do you believe in about what you're building? What is your spirit fire wanting to manifest, to make manifest, right? So with a full moon in Gemini, you are getting enlightened right up here about what you feel from Scorpio season and Mercury retrograde, about how you are going to use your spirit fire and take it forward to make it manifest. This is a constant process, right? But with these outer planets doing this right now, this entire sky right now is rare. It's very rare. It hasn't happened for a very, very long time. And we are in a new age that is going to be, begin a 2,000-year age, the space travel age, where we learn a lot about quantum theory, about how to move mass through space and gravity and all that stuff, right? So did Horton hear the who? What are you telling yourself? Let's look, all right? We're going to begin with you, Aries. Hello, Aries. Let's pull you some Miracles Now cards from the top of the deck. We're going to choose 3. I'm doing a spread of 12 because we're at the 12-12 window, launch window. That's how I see it, like a launch window. I have a sciencey brain, what can I say? Okay. Let me just lay all of your cards out and then I will read it all for you. Aries, you have: the moment I begin to celebrate myself and focus on my successes is the moment I begin living. Are you giving yourself credit, Aries? Is that, okay, I don't want to go upside down. Let me take from the top. My eyes will see what I desire. Are you looking at the good stuff or the bad stuff? What is your who telling you to notice? And I surrender my desires and I know the universe has my back. Okay. Interesting. I think you're trying to redefine, Aries, what you... Sorry, I had that upside down. What you desire and what you can let go of that you thought you wanted that maybe you don't want anymore. Celebrate yourself and how successful you've been so far. You got that message last month as well. My eyes will see what I desire. You're going to see the world with new eyes. so that you can surrender your desires and know the universe has your back. In other words, you're going to let go and let God. It's time for you to stop thinking that your success is only based on what you're able to do. You're not doing it alone. That's the message. You're not doing it alone. You're co-creating with the universe, with God consciousness. Right? And at this time of the year, we are in Christ consciousness. We are remembering the message, the golden rule. So it's sharing your desires with others, but also just trusting that what comes from your soul is the right thing for you. And then seeing it, watching your desires coming from your spirit fire actually made manifest. Universe has your back. You're not alone. Okay, you also got the Six of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Emperor. Amazing. Amazing. You are truly moving forward with the Six of Swords. You know, some of you might actually be relocating because you are on fire with this Queen of Wands. You have the ability to take what you desire, to take your spirit fire, to take your will, and to work it in the world, to co-create your world without trying to control everything, right? Aries, you are fire too. So you're one of the signs that is an initiator. Sometimes when you can't control something, like the Emperor, the Queen of Wands with the Emperor is like controlling what you want to do and doing it. It's being bold and brave and taking steps forward and building it, creating a real foundation for yourself. You're moving forward doing that, and you're doing it with a newfound sense of confidence and faith with this card. Surrendering to the universe and knowing that it's all in divine timing and divine order and what you believe you achieve. The Queen of Wands knows that. So whether you're a man or a woman, in that yin energy, you are willing to receive back to you what it is that you're putting out into the world. Right? That's Newton, right? Newton's third law. Okay, we've got the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. You're willing to work on it. You're willing to work on your dream. And you're willing to do it with others. Eight of Pentacles, pumping out the pentacles. That's what I call that. Working hard and doing it for a reason. Because you care. Under the Six of Swords, you're working hard to move forward from conflicts that you've had in the past. Probably about thinking that you had to control everything and then feeling like a failure if you couldn't, right? No, that's just misinformation. You got to talk to yourself in a new way. With the Three Cups, that Queen of Wands wants to go out and have an enjoyable life by really feeling positive and hopeful. And with the Three of Pentacles, working with another. I think an emperor, a boss, someone in your life might be very helpful to you at this time to help you realize that, you know, you don't have to control everything, but that what you can do, what is in your control, is what you're responsible for. And what is not in your control is not your responsibility. And your part in that is to have the faith that it will work out correctly. It will work out the way it's meant to work out. So radical acceptance for you. Radical acceptance for you with this. Accepting the way that you're trying to move forward with what you're working on. And doing it with a real sense of not pride, but purpose. Purpose. I think you're going to have an enjoyable time. I think if you haven't found a job or if you haven't been working in a job that you really like, I think that it could come for you. And I think that it might be through someone you know. You have 2 threes here. This is a time of great creativity and being noticed. So whistle while you work. I have said this to you, Aries, many times. but it helps everyone else. You are the beginning of the zodiac, so you really do inspire others. And if you can do that, if you can walk through the world doing that, seeing that your purpose, your work has purpose, then it will inspire others as well. So do it with glee, do it with joy, do it with optimism, and you'll see that come back to you. And then you will be able to see the world with new eyes, with the eyes of appreciation and gratitude and excitement again, like excitement. You have time, renewal, and heat. This tells me you're heating up. It tells me that it's time for you. You are going through a new cycle that is, and a cycle that is important. You are in the sister sign of Sagittarius. This is a very good time for you to put things into motion, to use your inner fire for productivity. Don't allow your fire to become destructive. Let it be productive, okay? That's awesome. Happy full moon. Merry Christmas, Aries. All right, these cards are going on the bottom of the deck, so I can pull from the top again for Taurus. Hi, Taurus. Welcome to the full moon. I know that for you, Taurus, you really have been doing a lot of life analysis because the North Node has been in your sign, in your house, helping us to really learn to love ourselves. So Taurus, this full moon for you is about how you're thinking about yourself. Are you being nice to yourself? By spreading loving energy, I attract more love. Beautiful. Law of attraction. My happiness can be measured by the level of my faith in love. Wow. You're ruled by Venus, Taurus. Have you really been loving yourself enough to be someone that's having open arms so that you can synergize and have that loving energy, right? Attracting that loving energy so that you can be happy, have faith in it. If you lost a little bit of faith in love, you're going to get it back. I can change my patterns when I change my mind about them. Wow. Spreading loving energy. Your happiness measured by your faith in love. By looking at the patterns. By changing your mind. By having faith in love again. That starts with you. Okay, Taurus? That starts with you. If you have not been in a relationship, then you've been in a relationship with yourself. And I believe that when people are alone, when they are single, it is divine timing helping you to become the person you want to be for the person you're going to love. And to be the person they want to love. Not that you're going to become someone for someone else, but that you're going to become the person that attracts the person you want. Because you're going to be the person they want, right? If you're looking for love, if you're in a relationship, this is about having faith that your relationship can level up. That it doesn't have to stay stagnant. The Two of Wands, the Hierophant, the Knight of Pentacles. You are looking at the work that you're doing in life and you're asking yourself, is this my purpose? My purpose? Because I think you're at a bit of a crossroads. The Two of Wands in this deck says the first step towards getting somewhere is to decide that you're not going to stay where you are. So if you're thinking about changing jobs, you can change your patterns. I know it's harder for Taurians. They're very, very dogged in determination into the work that they do. So it's hard for Taurians to actually change their patterns. But you can, and you will if you want it. The Hierophant. Rules are not necessarily sacred. Principles are. Rules change all the time. Every generation, every age, right? We have a new way of looking at how to love each other. And with the Knight of Pentacles, this is you being reliable. The secret of success is constancy of purpose. This is about your purpose. You want to bring more of your own love and light into the work that you do. You're hearing from your who. And if you're saying right now, if you're listening to this and you're saying, no, I'm not, everything's stagnant, I'm not inspired, then you can change your patterns when you change your mind about them. You know? Who's keeping you in a box with the rules? You are. And then we have the Two of Pentacles, another two, balancing and weighing things out, options. The Seven of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Okay. So in this case, the Seven of Swords is actually going to help you strategize. I'm wrong. It's not the Seven of Swords. Forgive me, I saw it differently. But I believe that whatever came out is meant for you. You are strategizing. Because I'm looking at the Five of Swords right now. The Two of Pentacles, you're weighing it out. And you're doing a lot. You're working hard, like always. Then you have the Five of Swords. The fives are always about change. And the swords represents our thinking. So with a full moon in Gemini, you're coming into an awareness that you have been in conflict. Perhaps with a boss. Or just with the rules. Or just with being in a box. And you want out of the box. You want to move forward. And then with the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, you can do it. You can do it. You can achieve this by changing your mind. Spreading more loving energy, having faith that what is meant to come to you will come to you. And finally, we have alchemy, consistency, stretch. Oh my gosh, this is so perfect. Okay, so alchemy, consistency, stretch. Alchemy is about taking your spirit and understanding that it is quantum energy. What you believe, you can achieve. So if you change your mind and change your way of thinking, your patterns of thinking, you'll start to change your patterns of behavior. And when you start to change your patterns of behavior, you are transmuting the negative energy, the conflicts, right? The things that are keeping you stuck or stagnant, transmuting it through consistency, stretching yourself to become someone new, stretching your mind, opening up your own mind. And I think that's really going to kind of start by opening your heart first. This is really encouraging you to maybe read something on the law of attraction. If that's a little too new age or woo-woo for you, then what about the golden rule? Every religion basically teaches the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So if you want people in your life, if you want to work in a job where there's just more happiness, more light, love, energy, and not such drudgery, then look for it. Have faith in that you can find a new environment. If you're working on your marriage, you're really trying. And it's going to be okay. I really think so, because with this Nine of Cups, you know, it's called the wish fulfillment card, but it's more than that, isn't it? It's a 9. It's when we come to the end of a cycle, and right at the 10 is when we make the change. So you're one step away from walking away from conflict by changing your mind. Deciding that's not going to bug you anymore. You know, break your own rules, and it will stretch you and change your patterns. And then do it every day. See that, sun? Do it every day. Consistently changing the way you're thinking. Speaking to yourself in a nicer way. And looking at your work and your relationships with different eyes. All right? So, happy full moon and Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays to all of you, Taurus. All right. Moving forward, let's look at Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Merry Christmas. Happy full moon. Happy holidays to all of you. And Gemini, you have a full moon. This is your full moon today. Full moon. Full moon is a cycle that's approximately a 3-day sort of cycle, right? It waxes to full and then wanes, so it's a process. So I'm bringing this to you right in the energy because it's such strong energy and there's so much going on. If you guys want to know the astrology, you can certainly go to many astrologers here on YouTube and look it up. I thought I would use the art cards to be able to talk to you through this system of the tarot about the Fool's Journey so we can philosophize a little bit here on the channel. Okay, Gemini. For you, taking the top cards. Miracles now. We have dissolve all boundaries with love. Gemini, you are the butterfly. You are one of the transformational beings on the planet. We have sleep is a spiritual practice. Why did I need to hear that? Because that is so true about me. I am sleep deprived. Maybe you are too. You just went through a massive Mercury retrograde, which affects you deeply. Very much so. And if you're Gemini rising, it affects your outer world very, very, very much so as well. And can be annoying. And then I make time to recharge my battery. The world needs my energetic light. Rest. Sleep. Dissolving boundaries with love. This is all saying to take some time to be kind to yourself. To take the blinders off to anything that you see as a boundary in front of you, to jump the hurdle. But first, to get some good sleep. Recharge your battery, because the world needs your light. Okay? Then we have the Tower. Very important card right now. The Four of Wands. Beautiful. Eight of Swords. I see this. Okay. I'm going to continue, lay out the rest of your spread. Take it all in. All right. Beautiful. Let me take a look here. You're dissolving a lot of your own personal boundaries and reestablishing new personal boundaries. I think you've come into a higher octave of understanding your self-worth and what your energy can do, how you can use your energy. With the Tower, we have the Page of Pentacles. So underneath the Tower, we have the Page of Pentacles. And that comes with dissolving boundaries with love. It says, what does not destroy me makes me stronger. Whatever falls away in your life, whatever transforms now, it was meant to. And you're going to take this new pentacle, which means something real, tangible on the earth that begins to seed your life into making it manifest. So you're beginning something that has real commitment and can take you further into a really beautiful time with the Four of Wands. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds you plant. Okay, I hadn't read that card before. I liked that. So the seeds you plant. Okay. Under that, you have the Seven of Swords. So there's something you've been thinking for a while now. Probably a number, I want to say years. This is what I'm seeing with this specialization, repetition, and alliance. I think that you've been going through a process for years. Probably, okay, 2012 to 2019. There you go. A tower, a new pentacle, a new seed, bringing it into form, dissolving the boundaries of love, bringing your energetic light, and allowing yourself a different, new way of doing things. You are strategizing a whole new way of living your life because you have dreams that you know that you need to move forward on. And when I see the Seven of Cups, I always say, take one off the shelf. With the Eight of Swords, you have to leave the shore to find your dream. This says you can never cross the ocean unless you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. I just want to cross the ocean. Yeah. And I can see the world like this now. I can see the possibilities of planting new seeds and coming up with a new plan. Gemini, what I'm seeing is that you've been a little bit stuck, maybe even a little housebound for a while. With the Tower, Four of Wands, and Eight of Swords, you may actually, some of you are moving house for sure. Some of you are renovating your house. And you want to escape it, and you need to. You might need to, go to your sisters, your mothers, your friends, while they're destroying your kitchen or whatever is going on there that I'm looking at. And with specialization, repetition, and alliance, it's saying here that Gemini, you like to see everything, right? When you learn something, you learn it 360, right? You do. And you are continuing that cycle of learning. And this has all the moon cycles on it. So with this being a new moon on this card, I want to say that whatever it is you're deciding to do, whatever seed you're about to plant, a new job, if you're getting married, if you're moving house, whatever this new thing is that is very earthbound, it's a new car, it's a new job, something that is going to be in your day-to-day life. Whatever that is, you are going to bring it into a beautiful form. It's something that you're going to want to continue, and you're going to meet people that will help you along the way. I think you are looking for a team or a tribe. If you are an employer, you are going to be hiring people here in the next moon cycle. Maybe even by the new moon. So if you're looking to hire someone that has a specific specialization, you will find that person. Whomever you hire will be good for the company. If this is someone making a new friend, then you will be able to see. If Neptune is going to make things a little cloudy for you right now, but I think with this full moon in Gemini, you're really going to be able to see very clearly what it is that you need to do. With this Four of Wands, okay, so this is how I'm looking at it on my table. Sleep is a spiritual practice with the Four of Wands underneath it, right? About planting seeds every day in your everyday life and enjoying your life, right? Being happy at home, basically. So sleep, being happy at home in your life, and then the Seven of Swords, kind of wanting to escape it a little bit. Repetition. So with cycles. So I think what this is saying is get out more. Get out and about more. And, get your sleep. Take care of your body so that you can really lose sight of the shore. Take a shot. Take a chance. And take one of your dreams off the shelf and go for it. But recharge first. Right now, enjoy your holiday season because There are things, I think, that have been falling away for you, Gemini. I think that you are really coming into a new time of purpose. Again, working your purpose, and possibly with others. So you could meet someone that could help you in your work. Again. Okay, that's what I'm seeing for you, Gemini. Merry Christmas, happy full moon, happy holidays, and I hope you're well. Take care. All right, we are moving forward to Cancer. Hi, Cancer. How are you today? Happy full moon. I'm going to choose your cards now. Here we go, putting Geminis at the bottom and choosing from the top. All right, I can find peace in every breath. Okay, Cancer. How are you doing emotionally after Scorpio season? And Mercury retrograde making you think about your feelings so deeply. Okay, I can find peace in every breath. In the midst of a meltdown, I breathe. Wow. Through the discomfort and come out the other side. And then the third says, peace is in my pulse. Peace with the word breath. I breathe in the midst of a meltdown, and peace is in my pulse. So Cancer. Cancer, I think that you've been very emotionally overwhelmed. So please remember these cards. Please remember these cards. I think this is such an important message for you. In other words, slow your pulse, breathe, do your meditative, transitional, energetic transmutation. Okay, that was a lot of words. I'm sorry. I was trying to think through my thought. Deep breathing isn't just something that, they say take 3 deep breaths, if you're in the midst of a meltdown, say. Well, most people think that they're taking these 3 deep breaths so that they can calm down and be patient before, think before they speak. But actually, when you do actually take 3 deep breaths from your diaphragm and bring all that oxygen, you are changing the chemistry in your brain, right? You're actually changing the chemistry in your brain. You're helping to raise up your dopamine and your epinephrine and your all of those things, and it helps you to calm down and feel better. It does, but it helps you also think straight. So I think it's time for you to do some deep breathing, and possibly take some real time alone to have some meditation right now. I'm definitely seeing 2 people having conversations. So maybe join a class or learn from someone how to do these kind of breathing exercises. I actually started meditating when I was 14, but then I really began to practice it when I was pregnant with my first child, my son Jordan, and I was learning Lamaze. And I've used that kind of breathing practice in my holistic healing practice every day. Every day since I have. Okay, so next for you, Cancer, we have the Fool. You're beginning something new and you're worried about it with the 5 of Swords. There's conflict somewhere about it maybe. And with the 8 of Wands though, wowzers, are you going to move forward? It's going to happen quickly actually. Okay, the Fool, the 5 of Swords, and the 8 of Wands. You must live in the present, launch yourself on every wave, find your eternity in each moment. This is about taking a chance on life, taking a chance on love, and taking a chance on yourself. If you are not in a state of peace right now, Cancer, then that is what you need to give yourself for the holiday season. That should be the gift, is to take yourself back to this energy. The Fool is the first card in the major arcana. It's the mind of a child. It's faith. It's taking a leap of faith. the Five of Swords, sometimes I go about pitying myself, and all the time I am being carried on great winds across the sky. Have faith. No matter what it is, no matter what's happening. And it's, I think maybe some arguing, you're upset about that, you're feeling maybe like you're having trouble communicating with someone. That's what I'm feeling. And have faith that you will be able to work it out, one way or the other. And with this Eight of Wands, nothing ever is, but all things are becoming. Nothing ever just is, right? But all things are becoming. So everything is always in the state of transformation. Whatever's happened, in other words, it isn't the end of the world, is it? Life goes on. So it's breathe through those moments and try not to let them devastate you. And believe that there is wisdom and purpose, that the universe actually has your back and that you are being carried. Wow, and nothing ever is, but all things are becoming. All things are the offspring of flux and motion, the Eight of Wands. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. Okay, Cancer? We have the Four of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles. Then we have revision, core, and perception. Wow. Wow. Okay, this is what I'm seeing, so I'm going to say it. If this does not resonate with the collective, then it's for a chosen few who need to hear it. Okay, but I'm going to say what I see here. I see that somebody wants to start over quickly because life's been really painful. There's been a lot of arguing, or even just arguing with yourself, internal. But it's Five of Swords is usually thoughts or words expressed, or it's the silent treatment. So either way, it doesn't feel good. Then with the Four of Cups, not really wanting to accept yet another of the same. And the Page of Swords, questioning things, really looking at it, like inspecting it, trying to learn and understand what it means. And with the Seven of Pentacles, looking at all the work you've put on, trying to understand why you just aren't feeling it anymore. So what is it for you? A relationship, a job, that you're just not feeling it anymore. But that's not the advice. Yes, the advice is to breathe, find your peace. Something about your if your blood pressure is too high, wow, yeah, big time. Blood pressure is too high, work on that and bring that down, you know. Because the blood pressure, if you have high blood pressure, boy, that can really, right, make you feel so out of sorts in your own body that it gets you just so discombobulated, and it can cause friction and tension just in your energy itself. So the advice here I'm seeing is the revision at the core of your perception. This is like literally the words here. Revise the core of your perception. Perception itself is what's causing some of this conflict, okay? It may not be yours, it may be someone in your midst that just has the wrong perception of something. Or maybe you do. Maybe that Mercury retrograde really had you in flux, confusing the heck out of you. Uranus, Pluto, all these changes, just the outer planets causing us to have to go through hurdles. It's like if we were doing, you know, a run around the track in a race, you know, we don't get to just run fast. If there are hurdles on the track, we are meant to jump over them. So with this Fool, it says, stand up, jump over the hurdle and revise the way that you see the hurdle. It's just a hurdle, that's all it is. It's neither good nor bad. It's just a hurdle. Take it into your core with this Page of Swords. Take it in through your mind and understand it in a different way. Sometimes I go about pitying myself, and all the time I'm being carried on great winds across the sky. So, you know, the universe is saying, let go and let God. And hopefully your perception of everything that you've put in, you're going to see it come back. You're going to see the fruition. You're going to see it. The Eight of Wands is energy and motion. Things are changing. So I think that's what I'm trying to say to you, Cancer. Things are changing. Allow for the changing. And instead of being devastated and riding a roller coaster wave of the ups and downs of all the changes, ride it like a raft on a river. Just go with the flow. I know it's easy to say, and I know it's incredibly hard to do. But if you are feeling pitiful, then revise your core perception of the way you're seeing it, the way you're seeing yourself, okay? The way you're seeing others, or the way that people are seeing you, all right? Allow for that to change. It's going to change. All right. Thank you, Cancer. All right. Let's put these back in order. We are now at Leo. Hi, Leo. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. And welcome to this full moon, the 12/12 full moon. For you, from the top of the deck, Leo. These were all shuffled at the very beginning of the video. Okay, let's pull your cards for you and give you your message. Let me get them laid out. Okay. I've been choosing all of for all the signs after a major shuffle from the top. So I'm putting all the other old signs at the bottom that I've read and pulling from the top. So shuffled them quite a long time before I even started the video. And then a little bit after I started the video so that you guys could see I was still shuffling. They're random and put in order that they're meant to be in. All right. And I'm doing the zodiac in order for that reason. Okay. Here's what we have. Obsessing over the outcome of a relationship gets in the way. Instead, I let go and allow. This is about control factors. I'm thinking about the Prayer of Jabez. Do you know that? The Prayer of Jabez. God help me to accept what I can't control. I can't think of the whole prayer right now. I'm not meant to, but it's a prayer, and it's really about accepting the way things are and letting go of the things that you can't change, changing what you can, accepting the things you cannot change, and that they're changing for a reason, basically. True abundance is an inside job. True abundance is an inside job. So, controlling of outcomes, abundance, and then in order to awaken the world to the light, I must not be afraid to shine. Leo, I think this is about coming out of yourself. Are you feeling abundant? Are you feeling like you have had and are having an abundant life? Because if you're not feeling that way, then I can see here that the message is that you're seeking connection more than anything. I think that you can do that by trying to control the outcome, by taking a step and waiting for the whatever, right? Putting it out there and waiting for it to come back, whatever energy you're putting into the world. And you are meant to shine, to be who you are, and to shine, and to be that light and that love in the world. And then to trust, to let it go, and let God, and let it come back to you in the way that it does. Newton's third law, right? So you are doing right now an inside job, working on maybe control issues and working on what you perceive as an abundant life. And the feeling of abundance inside of yourself, filled with gratitude and perspective and wisdom. So that's what you're seeking right now during this full moon. And then you have Judgment, the Seven of Cups, and the Page of Swords. I'll read these to you. Judgment. The universe is transformation. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Okay, so this comes under the obsessing over the outcome of a relationship gets in the way. Instead, I let go and allow. So if you're obsessing over a relationship with a bit of judgment, then it's just saying, let life, let people, let things transform as they will. And maybe, Leo, maybe really start to learn to embrace radical acceptance of yourself and of others, right? And then the Seven of Cups. Whoso loves believes the impossible. So you can see in this, the man is looking outside, seeing other people out there, but not connecting and not feeling a sense of belonging. True abundance is an inside job. So he does have flowers that he's growing on the inside. So what is it inside of you? What shine, what light is it inside of you that maybe you're afraid to let shine, bring out into the world? With the Page of Swords, it says, when the student is ready, the master will appear. So with Judgment, you're making a decision here. Your life's changing big time. The Judgment card is a reboot in life. It's when things really do change. And with the Seven of Cups, it may be a time that's confusing and you're not sure what all your options are. You're not sure what the right thing to do is. You're trying to figure it out, and you're trying not to be afraid. You're trying to work the problem. But part of the message is saying that, Leo, you don't necessarily need to work the problem as much as you think you do, that things are going to fall into place. Have faith in yourself, because these next cards, again, Judgment, the Queen of Wands, that's you, Leo, and the Eight of Wands, communication, travel, and being in motion. So what this tells me is that you are you're moving fast into a new portion of your life. You could be moving house, you could be moving jobs. You are definitely worried about it, because the Judgment card is, it's a karmic cycle that closes so that we can move forward in a new dharmic cycle. So in other words, you're moving toward your life purpose by closing the door on a portion of your life that in its natural divine timing came to its close. And it's just saying to let go and allow that to happen. Try not to obsess. Try not to overthink it too much. Right now, with a full moon in Gemini, that's all head, right? That's all thought. And so that might be hard to do, but it's saying just breathe, believe in yourself. You will figure out what to do. You will figure out what to do, okay? This is something that is inevitable, and it's meant to be. But you're feeling, I think, hopefully, you may be feeling a little stubborn. You may be feeling like you want to control things a little more than you can. But what if you didn't have to? What if you just said, you know what? Whatever will be, will be. Que sera, sera. And allow for the light inside of you, the abundance inside of you, the beauty, the love, the caring, the good nature inside of you to shine. Speak love, act in love, think loving thoughts, and really use your light, use your energy right now in that way as this time of change. Very often the Judgment card is about a second chance at something, a new chance. You really do have a new chance here. So I think this is also about the way you see it and the way that you see how you're going to control the steps moving forward. Don't worry about the outcome at this point. Worry about day to day. Just do what you can do today. Let that be enough. You are enough. You are enough. You are enough. You are good. You are beautiful. And you are moving forward, Leo. Okay? And your last cards, center, discernment, connection. Okay. When we are in a full moon in Gemini, full moons are about awareness, enlightenment. It's when something comes to fruition. It culminates, right? It is the fruition of the waxing of the moon. So it's when we can see it in its full light. So that is discernment. I think this is going to be a time of discernment. Center is about being centered. It's about coming back to your center, coming back to you. Whatever that means for you, Leo, this is a time you need to come back to you. And come out of this staring off into space and wondering, should I go out there? Should I connect with those people? Should I stay inside? Should I water my garden? Should I try to control everything in my environment because outside of my environment I can't control anything? You know, too much worry, too much striving inside of your mind and inside of your heart. Go back to your basics. Go back to what you know and get centered about that. And then you will have discernment once you do. So definitely take time for prayer and meditation and gratitude for what you have right now. Again, that song, it's been coming to me now for 6 weeks, and I really want to just say, maybe listen to that song, right? But the lyric is, it's not having what you want, it's wanting what you have. And then, of course, connection. Connection helps you to discern and get you back to your center. You are a Leo and you are meant to shine. You are meant to shine like the sun and to help others to do that for others as well. So it's, you know, you're ruled by the sun. It's really about what you put out there. So it is time for you to be bold, it's time for you to be brave, and it's time for radical acceptance, for you to allow whatever is changing in your life to change, because it's in divine timing. Let go and allow. In all your relationships, in your job, if it feels like you're not making enough money, receiving enough abundance, remember, it starts inside. It's an inside job. Right? And then, because you could be incredibly broke and so happy, really, right? I mean, I know it's a stressor, but we all have stressors. So when you have those moments when you're taking stock and having gratitude, remember that, okay? It's important for you, I think. And then in order to awaken the world to the light, I must not be afraid to shine. So you're not done. You're not finished. You've got something really like flying through time right now, space-time, on its way working for you. Come back to center, discern, and make those connections, okay? Thank you, Leo. All right. We are on, I believe, Virgo. Hi, Virgo. Welcome to the full moon in Gemini. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Virgo, let's take a look at your reading. All right, I'm putting all, like I said, the previous readings on the bottom of these decks that I've already shuffled and pulling from the top. I am ready to receive love. I can release ancient pain simply by feeling it. I don't dance around the perimeter of the person I want to be. I step in fully and completely. Excellent, Virgo. We have the Three of Cups. Beautiful. The World. Yes. The Knight of Cups. Wow. You are in a beautiful transition right now, Virgo. That is just, it's going to bring you friendships and accomplishment, connection, wow, and love. You have a new beginning here, and it looks really gorgeous. So I don't know if you're feeling it yet or seeing it yet, but boy, oh boy, it sure looks like it's coming. Of course, we all have free will, right? So any kind of reading is just about examining things, making you think, I wonder, right? And then using your free will to go out into the world and use law of attraction to live the life you want, really, okay? Which also takes incredible courage and radical acceptance of everybody else on their own journey, right? Easy to say, not easy to do, right? Okay. You have beautiful cards here. Absolutely gorgeous reading. I am ready to receive love. I can release ancient pain simply by feeling it. I don't dance around the perimeter of the person I want to be. I step in fully and completely. Wow, right? Wow. Okay, let's take the center card. Yes, you are ready to receive love. I can see that. Three of Cups, World, Knight of Cups, Two of Cups, the Moon, and the Ace of Wands. That's sexy time, okay? I'm just saying. Revolution, patterns shift. This year, your pattern is shifting. That's what that's saying to me, okay? Yeah, next sun cycle, so in the next year, with Jupiter in Capricorn. Interesting. For you, hold on, this is taking me a minute. It's your fifth house. That is your romance house. Wow. It's also the house of children and play. It's the fun house. So that should expand this year for you. It will also be challenged because we have some major outer planets changing things up. So, you know, this is going to be the year of how much can you embrace change when it happens in your house, in your neighborhood, in your office, in your work. This is about, you know, the year we're coming into Capricorn. With Jupiter and Capricorn, things change in earthly ways. Okay, so the Three of Cups, the World, and the Knight of Cups. It says, those who bring sunshine into the lives of others cannot keep it from themselves. Fifth house. You're going to make some friends. I said new friends, yeah. And it's going to feel like this, the Two of Cups underneath it. It's going to feel like a yin-yang kind of experience, like it's going to be requited. It's going to be, you know, fair, balanced, just, and it's going to feel nice. So a good friendship or multiple friendships. You may join a group that you've been wanting to join because you're ready to open your heart again. I can release ancient pain simply by feeling it. We're going to talk about that next. But first I want to show you the world. All that Adam had, all that Caesar could, you have and can do. Build, therefore, your own world. Da Vinci, the Vitruvian Man. This is a cycle that you've closed out, and this is a time you need to release. You're releasing ancient pain. This could be down into the cells in your body. You're releasing. You're cleansing and clearing. I don't want to dance around the perimeter of the person I want to be. I step in fully and completely. Knight of Cups. You want to be a peace-loving, happy going person who serves humanity in a really beautiful way with incredible energy and deep feelings and purpose. With the World card, you know, this is a life lesson. This is with the moon. You've learned a lot about your own emotional well-being, your emotional health. You've come full circle on it. You probably thought that you had already done it, the work, maybe some of the inner work. You're very empathic, all of you Virgos, but perhaps there was still something you had to accept that you didn't want to, or you had to feel that you didn't want to, or that you needed to understand about yourself emotionally. Your triggers, maybe. Because now you want to move forward. There's nothing half as so sweet in life as love's young dream. This is having a faith in love. You want to step in fully and completely. And with this Ace of Wands, hamana. That's passion. So if you are married or you have a beloved, then it's going to renew. Wow. If a relationship has ended, you will be finding a way to heal yourself, open your heart again, and find love again. Because in this next year, in this revolution, okay, your patterns are shifting big time. I mean, this was literal for me when I saw these together. So, Virgo. Okay, how do you release, now I want to talk about this card. How do you release ancient pain? By feeling it. One of the things that I thought about when I was retrograded, not speaking to you guys in November because I didn't have my voice. When I was going through Mercury retrograde in Scorpio season, I thought very, very much so that Mercury was revealing what we were feeling for healing. That would have been the title of my video had I been able to talk. Revealing the feeling for healing. I don't think I need to say anything else to you, Virgo. What has been revealed to you in your heart? What is it that you need to allow to cleanse out and scar over? And yes, maybe it'll be a battle wound, but it's part of your life story. And it was growing you, and the pain teaches, doesn't it? It teaches that you cared. It teaches that you have a heart. So have faith. And see the patterns, the emotional patterns, because you've learned about yourself. With the Vitruvian man, this is about our dual nature. It's about our light and our shadow. Okay? So be well. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Thank you, Virgo. All right, let's move forward. We are moving to Libra. Hi, Libra. Welcome to the full moon in Gemini. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. And let's take from the top of the deck for you. We shuffled in the beginning. Doing all the signs. All right, 12 cards for everybody this time. The qualities I dislike in others are disowned parts of my own shadow. Wow. I release my need to be perfect, and I center into my commitment to serve the world more love. And stillness is the key to success. Mia. Libra, you are this. And you are this for the world. It's kind of your job here. To stay centered and balanced and bring that peace, balance, harmony, fairness, justice. It's to bring those things. It's to be that. you are an embodied expression of that. So that really does probably, especially when you're an air sign, because you think so much, right? It can really make you want to feel like you need to be perfect, right? You feel that way. I have got to keep these perfectly balanced all the time. And yes, stillness may be the key to your success, to get still, to get back to that. But you don't have to be perfect, Libra. You know why? Because you're not. That's not who you are. You weren't born perfect. And you will never achieve perfection. To err is human. Accept yourself for exactly who you are. Sit in the stillness of that knowledge. Radically accept that idea. I am exactly as I am meant to be, right now, in this moment. And everything that I've been through previously was bringing me to now, and everything that I do from here on out will take me to the end of my life for a purpose. It's all about our purpose. The qualities I dislike in others are disowned parts of my shadow. In other words, when you see something in someone else that you do not like, it's what you don't like about yourself, or it's what you don't want to be in yourself, or it's the thing in yourself that you haven't quite fixed yet, that you're working on getting better at. So when you see it exhibited in someone else, you judge it immediately. Right? You judge because, I mean, you've got both sides of the equation. You know how it equals out, but so, you know, you're a good judge of character usually and a good judge of things, but judging somebody else is judging yourself. It's looking in the mirror and saying, I really don't like that about myself. I don't want to be that. I don't want to do that. I'm not, I want to be perfect. So instead, when you see somebody do something, say something, be something that you disagree with or dislike, just say, well, they're them. That's exactly the way they were fashioned to be. And I accept them wholeheartedly. And that will help you to serve the world by being the Libra you are. So sit in stillness and understand that then you can successfully move forward being imperfect. Big deal. So what? You make a mistake. Say, so what? I'll do better next time. Ace of Cups, Six of Wands, Eight of Cups. Okay. So this time right now for you, you feel like you're on the threshold. You're on the threshold of something and you need to move forward and you feel yourself moving forward. I don't know, maybe you're trepidatious. Let's see. You've made a decision. You got the goods to go forward and you're brave. Wow. Really brave. And you're in your yin. You're ready to receive a new beginning, a blessing in your life because you've worked hard for it. And you've had to be really strong. Wow, you're being awakened big time. You're going through a spiritual awakening and development stage, actually. Yes, it's being developed within you. Interesting. Wow. Okay, sorry. Libra. Ace of Cups, Six of Wands, Eight of Cups. Moving forward with a brand new, beautiful beginning. Okay, Ace of Cups. When I saw you, I fell in love, and you smiled because you knew. Ace of Cups is a beautiful blessing. It doesn't matter what it is or what you fall in love with or whom. It's this feeling of pure love. Like a baby when a baby's born. It's a new puppy. It's falling in love. It can be a new job if it's your dream job. It's something brand new and it's beautiful. Yeah. And you're seeing someone clearly now. But if they are not perfect and there's qualities about them that you dislike, well, okay. Nobody's perfect, right? Okay, Six of Wands. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. That's what I'm saying. You know you're moving forward and you can feel it. You know that you've come to kind of a threshold where you're being seen as doing really well and receiving this beautiful new blessing in your life, this new beginning. But saying goodbye to the past as well with the Eight of Cups. In each loss, there is a gain. As in every gain, there is also a loss. And with each ending comes a new beginning. So with the Eight of Cups, I think that this is knowing you got to move on from what you dislike and move toward what you like. I think it's pretty simple for you. If you're off balance in any way, then get that weight off of you. Get that stuff. That stuff that you carry, all that chatter in your mind about what you need to be or what you need to do. And get enthusiastic. You have a brand new beginning here and you're moving forward. You're saying goodbye to things. You're saying hello to new things. You know, divine timing is happening and you are just trying to stand here like this and not be moved by it. But instead, just try this. Because in that, you're still centered, right? Okay, so the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Strength card. Mind, body, and spirit, you are about to really receive this influx from life, from the universe, with this new Ace of Cups and Six of Wands. You've recognized something inside of yourself that you can let go of stuff that you've always needed to kind of let go of. I think it's like inner child work or, you know, just stuff that's been baggage and just letting go of the baggage and moving forward. You're great. You're you. Be you, you know? Have the perspective. Look at the world in a new way. Look at it in a bigger way. And let it excite you and draw you in to that feeling. The feeling of the Ace of Cups. That new beginning. That beautiful blessing. That's a gorgeous thing. It's a transformation that you're working on internally. Working a little bit with your shadow. And I think, though, what I'm seeing here, there's no fear. That's the beautiful thing about it. Usually, when I look at a spread that's where you're talking about, you know, someone dealing with their own shadow, it's, you know, there's so much fear. No, you've conquered fear here. So, congratulations, Libra. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Take care. All right. So, let's move to Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. Putting these cards that we just did for Libra under the deck. Drawing from the top since they were all shuffled at the beginning of the video. From the top of the deck for you, Scorpio. I measure my success by how much fun I'm having. When in doubt, I choose to see peace. And I let go and allow the universe to do her thing. Beautiful. Gotta love that. Because Scorpio, you're not easy. You don't let go of anything easily. When in doubt, I choose to see peace. This is about how you look at the world and what you're doubting. You measure your success by how much fun you're having. So this is telling me that if you're really in doubt, and kind of a little obsessive maybe about your success, then this is about, your control. This is about letting go of how you are allowing you to define yourself by your success or lack thereof. In other words, weighing and measuring yourself to the point where you end up feeling like hell, no, let go of that. If you are obsessively doubting yourself, please stop. Stop in your tracks and say, I let go of all that doubt and I allow the universe to do her thing. Okay? Big. That's huge. Yeah. Like, that's some serious stress that you've got going on, I think. And of course, last month, right, Scorpio? When I didn't have a voice and I didn't come to talk about Scorpio season, you guys were going through Mercury retrograde in your sign, in your house, and that's massive for you. All right? Now, the Empress, the Six of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Okay, first I'm going to read them and show you, then I'll show you the cards. Only passions, great passions, can elevate the soul to great things. And then the Six of Pentacles. A man's true wealth is the good he does in the world. And the Ten of Swords. Those things that hurt, instruct. Okay, whatever you have been through, it's gotten you going, chasing your tail, going around in circles in your feelings, in your head. And man, okay, there's a few things I'm seeing from this message, and I'm also going to lay the other of your cards while I'm seeing it. Okay, so we have the Empress, the Six of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. I just read them to you, right? Okay, now, I get very specific messages sometimes, so I'm just going to tell you what I saw. So I see someone who lives with their mother, this Empress, and it's just time for you. You've made the choice to move out, but you're doubting yourself, and you're not sure if you can make money, be successful. And it does say I measure my success by how much fun I'm having. So that card to the negative might mean that you think life's great if you're having fun, but it's time to maybe leave home and get your career started if that is you. For someone who is a mother, you are wanting to do it looks to me like you want to do some charity work for people that have been really, really downtrodden and have gone through a lot of loss. So I'm seeing Red Cross in my mind. I'm seeing all those kinds of foundational places that you can go to volunteer. This is for someone specifically, okay? Okay. Yeah. Okay, for others of you, this is very much about work. Yeah, you're you're making money for these of you that this is about work. You're making pretty good money, but you're not having fun. You're not having a good time at your job. And you know that if you leave, that you might be broke for a while in the interim trying to find a new job, or that you might have to move to a job where you get less money. But it's worth fighting for, this ending. What I mean by that is, if your inner who is saying to you, time to leave, come on, get going on this startup that you have in your head, something like that. Productivity, brilliance, startup, and rediscovery. Yeah, okay. And also, for the mother who's rediscovering herself because the child is leaving home. For the child who's leaving home and needs to be productive, but being who they are and finding a way to make money from it. And for the person who's leaving a job, you're going to find something. And you're going to do it because you're going to figure out what you really want to do and how to go about doing it. So if it's a startup, yeah, good luck. Wow. So, way to go, Scorpio. Way to go. That's beautiful. I wish you the best. Merry Christmas. And happy holidays to all of you. Awesome. Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Welcome to the full moon in Gemini. Sagittarius. We are in your season. Sorry, choosing from the top. And I am hoping that at your solar return and your birthday time, happy birthday, that you are really feeling your spirit fire and taking it forward and into a jubilant. Sagittarians, you can be jubilant. I love that about you. And be jubilant at this time, if you can be, during this beautiful holiday season. All right. I'm laying out all your cards. I'm doing 12 cards for the 12/12 full moon. Not normally what I would do, but this is what was meant to be. It's like the idea would not leave my mind. Okay. So I know this is a very long video. You guys can click to your sun, moons, risings, whatever, Venus. All right, let's see. Let me take it in. For you, Sagittarius, happy birthday. It's somebody's birthday, I wonder who. It's someone right here in the room with you, smiling and laughing and waving you who. It's somebody's birthday, my goodness, it's you. Okay. To truly flourish is to release all the tension that holds me back from letting love pour through me. Sagittarius, are you stressed out? Christmas shopping, dealing with family calls, rushing around. I make decisions from a place of intuition and power. I love my food and my food loves me. Interesting. Okay. Some of you are stressing out about the holidays. And if you're cooking, have fun. And employ your family members and friends. Don't do it all by yourself. And if you're stressing about Christmas shopping and buying presents for people, you're going to use your intuition and you're going to know exactly what to get them. Somebody's really worried about that somebody's going to feel left out or that they weren't considered well enough about Christmas presents. No. Release that tension. Let love pour through you. You will give beautiful gifts. Okay? The Knight of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the Strength card. Okay. So maybe your budget is a little tight. And you're trying not to be impulsive about the decisions that you make. If you've lost a job recently, and you work if you work in the food industry, it's coming. Okay? A job in the food industry. If you're a chef, a sous chef, a line cook, it doesn't matter. If you work in the restaurant industry, Okay, I'm seeing someone here who may have just been through a separation in a relationship, and you are having to be very strong about that, and you're not eating. Please eat and enjoy some holiday fare. Okay? The Knight of Swords. To dare is to lose one's footing momentarily, but not to dare is to lose oneself. So you're not sure what to do now. Maybe. Coming up. Resolve, the Five of Pentacles. Resolve to be thyself and know that he who finds himself loses his misery. Whatever this Five of Pentacles is about for you, Sagittarius, no matter what it is about, feeling left out, feeling uninvited. I just got uninvited. If you weren't invited to something, call, because we just had a massive Mercury retrograde, and maybe the invitation got lost in the mail for some of you. Resolve to be thyself and know that he who finds himself loses his misery. Nobody can make you feel less than except for you. Because no matter what anybody else says to us or does to us, we have the choice. In our every moment, we have the choice to either believe them and all the things that they said or did, you know, that we aren't worthy, or to disbelieve them and say, you know what, they just weren't for me. They didn't get it. They don't get me. They didn't understand. They are on a different path. There are 1,000 billion cajillion reasons that we all are moving in different domino effects, you know, along the way. And sometimes we cross each other's paths and sometimes not. Life moves on. And it's very, very important to stay within yourself and know that you are still you. If you've forgotten how to be that, make decisions from your intuition and your power. In other words, your strength. And with this strength card here, it says, he knows not his own strength that hath not met adversity. Francis Bacon. He knows not his own strength that hath not met adversity. You've met some adversity, and it's been hard, and you've been strong, and you feel angry and put out somehow, but release it. Let love pour through you right now. It's your solar return, and you want all of your thoughts and feelings and emotions to be free. Nobody's asking you to play like you're happy if you're not. Well, if people are asking you that, then simply say, I can only be what I am right now. And if you're sad, you're sad. But it doesn't mean that if you see a sweet child singing a Christmas carol and it makes you smile, that you shouldn't smile. Smile. Be in the now. As much as your memory is going to go back to things that hurt, do not go over it so much this holiday season that you literally steal your own joy, okay? That's seriously what I'm supposed to tell you. Hierophant, Six of Cups, Knight of Cups. This I am literally seeing as the holiday season. I am seeing that whatever you celebrate, whatever you believe in, okay? At Christmas, we celebrate the birth of Christ, right? So the Hierophant, right? If you don't and you believe in anything else, but you like to celebrate the holidays in any other way, or however it is that you live, then it's saying during this time, right? In Six of Cups, right? Like you used to, right? Get back to that feeling by bringing it to yourself. You don't need anybody else for that. So that you can move forward with a little bit more of an open heart, okay? If you're single, you could meet someone that would consider commitment. Make your decisions from your intuition. Fortitude, another strength card, if you will. Preservation and formation. Okay, Sagittarius. You are being incredibly strong, okay? But in a way you don't know who to be right now. You don't know how to be right now. For some reason, something's got you. Maybe really discombobulated. But you need to preserve that inner child right there and comfort yourself. Be kind to yourself, please, Sagittarius. Because you are forming a new way of being here in the near future. And you're going to move forward with an open heart. And get back to you. Get back to yourself. What you believe in. What you celebrate. What you... your traditions. Okay? Let love pour through you right now. Okay? You may be sad, but it doesn't mean that you can't let love pour through you. Okay? If it's not that you're sad, if it's that you're angry, okay? Acknowledge yourself. I'm angry. All right. Next. Oh, a kid's singing a Christmas carol. Isn't that sweet? So see, you see what I'm saying? It's like move along in time. Stay in the now. Stay in the now, Sagittarius. All right. That's what I'm seeing for you. Thank you, Sag. Alrighty. Capricorn. Hi, Capricorn. Merry Christmas. Happy holiday. Whoa. I almost put it on the top of the deck. Bottom of the deck. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Okay. Hi, Capricorn. Your season coming upon us. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. All right. The key to getting what I want is to ask for it. Coming into your solar return very soon, Jupiter. Jupiter entered your sign and will be in your sign for a year, Cappy, for since December 2nd. So the key to getting what you want is to ask for it, quite literally. Jupiter moved into Capricorn. It's a great time. Put it out into the universe. See it come back to you. Okay? Or, go to your boss. To travel further on my path of personal growth, I call on my spiritual running buddies for help. Engage, right? Engage with the world. Engage with people. I choose to reinterpret my fears with a more loving perspective. I love that for you, Capricorn. I want Capricorns to be kinder to themselves. All right, the key to getting what I want is to ask for it. To travel further on my path of spiritual growth, I call upon my spiritual running buddies for help. And I choose to reinterpret my fears with a more loving perspective. Ask your friends. Talk to your friends, your parents, your sisters, your siblings, your neighbors. Talk to people. Open up, Cappy. Open up. Because that will help for you to gain new perspectives on whatever it is that you're dealing with, whatever the fear is about. Because you got a brand new thing to do here. Wowzers. Yeah, old friends play a part here. And it's going to be like a blessing, a gift to you. And you're going to get excited about this new thing. So if you're looking for a partner a love partner, if you're looking for a partner to start a business with, if you're looking to go in with someone on something, it would be a good time. You got the Ace of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Six of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Four of Swords. And absence, moderation, balance. Okay. Spend more time with people, maybe, I think, is what this is saying. Perhaps you should spend more time with people because, your absence, you need to moderate that, okay, and bring it more into balance where you're with someone else. So here's you alone, and here's you with someone, and here's the moderation of the two, okay? So this is saying to me, yeah, and especially with the running buddies, asking for what you want, getting a more loving perspective. People are going to help you see things more clearly and help you to make some decisions because you have some new things happening here. You have the Ace of Wands the Page of Cups, and the Six of Cups. So, this is a brand new beginning. Whatever you can do, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Love that. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Whatever you can do, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Love it. Page of Cups, there is no instinct like that of the heart. You know, it's that message from your heart, from that inner who, telling you, this is what I want. This is what I want. And the Six of Cups, God gave us memory so that we can have roses in December. So you're missing someone. But it's time to start over. It's time to start new. Because, you know, you've been through something and it's been a struggle for quite a while. And now you just want to run forward. You just don't even want to think about it anymore. Because you've already been thinking about it for so long. It's in the past. This line here, I choose to reinterpret my fear of what moving forward because you're in the Six of Cups in your memory. It's okay. Have those roses in December. Take that time of reverence. But then you're moving forward. Big time with running buddies. You're going to get a message. Somebody's going to come in and help you out, maybe an air sign. And you're going to have that. You're going to go from this, the Ten of Wands, to this, Ace of Wands. It's a new day dawning. All right? That's your message, Sagittarius. So be well. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Okay. I mean, that was Capricorn. So sorry, Capricorn. All right, I don't have it in front of me. I don't have the wheel in front of me, so yeah. Capricorn. Okay. Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. Happy holidays to you and Merry Christmas. I'm pulling your cards now. I'm going to read the top line as I lay the rest of the cards for you. I show up for myself and the world. Whenever I compare myself to others, I simply say this prayer. The light I see in them is a reflection of my inner light. You're looking at the good in people. That's good. I trust that my gut reaction is the truth underneath the surface of my fears. Beautiful. All right, we have the Justice card, King of Cups, the King of Wands. Wow. That is some love. To thine own self be true. Love that for you. That's a beautiful Justice card. Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, the Chariot. Love it. And unity. Oh, of course, unity for you, Aquarius. We are in the age of Aquarius. Influence. Unity, influence. Hilarious. I love it. Ready but waiting. Oh, yeah. Okay. You're moving onwards and upwards in life, first of all, Aquarius. And you're doing it with such a blessing. It's like the blessing. It's like divine guidance influencing you to have greater influence on others. More responsibility. Okay. That's amazing. Okay, I'm getting the message here. All right, so I'm going to show you the cards. Justice, the King of Cups, the King of Wands. Okay? This above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow as night the day. Thou canst not then be false to any man. Shakespeare. To thine own self be true. I show up for myself and the world. Unity. How? Doing my thing. Doing it every day. Being dependable. Working hard. King of Cups. It's a good thing to be rich and to be strong, but it is a better thing to be loved. Take that in. Better thing to be loved. Ace of Cups. New blessing. You will be blessed. with justice here, things will work out in its divine order, okay? Have faith in that. And then the King of Wands. Self-confidence is the first requisite to great undertakings. You're going places, that's what I'm saying. I think that you really are opening your heart, your mind, and your spirit to what blessings can come into your life with this Knight of Pentacles and this Ace of Cups and the Chariot. You are moving forward and you're moving toward success. You're moving toward choosing a road in life, a path in life. And it's going to be a path you can count on with that Knight of Pentacles. And you have so much yang energy with these, with the King of Wands. You have yin energy with the King of Cups. With the Justice, you have a beautiful balance between the two. And you're ready. What are you waiting for? The holidays? Yeah, enjoy the holidays. Whenever I compare myself to others, I simply say this prayer. The light I see in them is a reflection of my inner light. You're trying to take this energy of the holiday season on board. I think you're trying to get into the holiday spirit, Aquarius, because you have such big things that you're going to be doing, showing up for yourself in the world, and you're going to have such influence for many moons. Ready but waiting. With that Dove of Peace, you are, Aquarius, it's the age of Aquarius. So your planet, Uranus, is the planet of shock and awe and change. But your gift is to know that that is in divine timing and divine order. And to help people step off the planet and see it in a greater perspective. That in the span of time, in the history of history, little things don't mean so much, right? But little things do add up. So the little things that are bad and ugly and yucky, I let go of them. Don't give them any more power by perpetuating them. And the little things that you can do that are good, well, they can add up to something great. Have faith in that. Have faith in the light. Decide to show up to be in the light. Trust that your gut reaction is the truth underneath the surface of your fears. No fear. No fear. Okay? Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Trust your purpose. Trust that you're seeking that feeling of light and love. Trust that. You're being activated. Truly enlightened and inspired. So, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you, Aquarius. All right. Now, last but not least is Pisces. And I really hope I hadn't forgotten anyone. I don't think I did. Pisces. Here we go. Pisces. Sometimes no is the most loving response. Happiness is a choice that I make. And when I shine bright, I give others permission to shine with me. Wow. You have the Hermit, the Hanged Man, you're holding back and waiting. 5 of Cups, okay. Going through some stuff. The Fool, but not for long. The Queen of Cups. Okay. And the King of Swords. Nice. Okay. Well, firstly, if you are a female Pisces and you are single, you might meet an air sign. Just saying. Female or male, really, it doesn't matter. I'm seeing a man and a woman, but that doesn't mean anything necessarily today, right? All genders, all sexualities, all religions, all colors, all creeds. Love is universal, right? That's what we know. Okay, Pisces. Okay, so after the Hermit, Hangman, and Five of Cups, you have the Fool, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Swords. And then you have motion, surface, efficiency. Okay, let's do this. Sometimes no is the most loving response. Because happiness is the choice I make. And when I shine bright, I give others permission to shine with me. So I think maybe you have to say no about something to someone because they're trying to dim your light. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. That's what you're singing. Happiness is the choice you make. You're choosing your own happiness. So for whatever reason, there's something that's happened or is happening now or will happen soon that is just not for you. And I think you know it. Okay? And sometimes no is the most loving response. So it's by honoring yourself and your truth, you are teaching another person how to treat you, but you're also teaching that person that they should also treat themselves with that much self-respect and be able to say no to others as well. So it's a way of combating a kind of codependent dynamic, right? Choosing your own happiness means that you've been probably worried about the happiness of others, especially if it's a child. So I think maybe there might be a child that I'm seeing here. And maybe, just maybe, you're having to do something wow. You're having to do something this has been a process for you, a decision-making process. It's taken some time. It's taken a long time. And you haven't felt like you've been making any headway, but you have been. With efficiency, you have been. And what you've been putting into motion, it's surfacing now, okay? It's surfacing now because you're right above this. It's surfacing now, okay? And the Hangman, when I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. Right above you, the Queen of Cups. So this is saying to me that it's time. You're seeing yourself in a new light. You're seeing yourself for the way that you've had a relationship, perhaps, and the relationship dynamic is all about you loving the other person and not so much about the other person loving you. I'm sorry, that's what I'm seeing. I don't know why I'm laughing. I think I'm laughing because I feel a sense that you're ready. I mean, you're just ready to say, okay, then, no. See ya. It was fun. I mean, it says sometimes no is the most loving response. So you can, have you ever watched one of those movies where it's like it all works out so perfectly in the end that she falls in love with someone, say it's some rom-com, she falls in love with someone, but the other guy that she was seeing, she ends up breaking up with at the end of the movie because she's in love with the new person or whatever. And in the movie, the guy that she's breaking up with, they're so adult about it, right? In these movies, like it's so easy. Well, it's time for me to move forward in my life and go in a different direction. And I can see that you want to go in the direction you're in, and that's fine. Let's respect each other's wishes and wish each other well, right? The perfect breakup, right? No, does it ever work out that way for anyone? I don't know. I've never seen it in real life happen that way. So, but you're ready to take another shot. You're ready to take another shot. If you are married or in a long-term relationship, the dynamic itself is changing. And you have spoken up. And you've said, no, I can't keep having this same round and round and round discussion with you, going around and round, feeling like I'm being hung and sacrificed every time, like I never get heard. And There's no resolution ever, and I'm sad. 5 of Cups, which I did not read. Better by far that you should forget and smile than that you should remember and be sad. So it's really saying that it's time to let that go. It's time to let that sadness go and shine again. You are letting go of your sadness. Pisces. You're letting go of your sadness and of your solitude. Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. That's what you've been doing. Retreating into your own soul. Letting go of what you've been in this dynamic and becoming what you might be now. What you can be now, because you've learned that lesson. You've learned that you want to be happy. And this dynamic is making you sad. So if you're in a marriage, a long-term commitment of any kind, well, you're going to start now with a new way of doing things. It's going to be more loving, and, you're going to lead with your heart and your head. You're going to listen to yourself, finally, and not just the other person. You're going to listen to your heart and your head. So that's a good balance. So you've put things into motion. It is surfacing, and you've done well. You've done it in an efficient way. You've done it slowly but surely, coming to the awareness that you were changing, that you want to be happy. So I wish you happiness. So yes, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of you. I really do hope that you have a beautiful and abundant holiday season filled with grace and goodness, love and light, family and friends, and with kindness, reverence, and gratitude.